Hi everyone, my name's Allie. I am with High Hopes Homestead, or this is High Hopes Homestead, and I'm going to do another garden tour for y'all today. So let's get started. Okay, so here is my overgrown, thoroughly rained on garden. Things have grown. It's rained for like 3 days and heavy rain, so it was, you'll see it's crazy in here. But these sunflowers have gotten big and beautiful. My zinnias, I cut a bunch of them and made a little arrangement in my house, but aren't those pretty? I've got these little ones too. These are the Queen Lime zinnias from Baker Creek. They're really pretty, but they're on the small side, and I don't know if that's mine or how they grow. These guys, I was shocked at these. These are so beautiful. I was expecting a single head. I didn't realize this was possible. There's a beginner gardener for you, but aren't they gorgeous? I just love them. So look at all the mulch. The rain just flooded it everywhere. It's crazy. We'll start here with this bed. This is what happens when vine borers take all of your plants and you're determined to get zucchini and squash. Someday, I will get zucchini and squash from these plants one way or another. Or I will keep planting until I do. But they're looking good. There's little white patty pans and yellow squash and maybe some zucchini throughout these plants. I don't know. Let's see. Okra. Okra's getting big. I have 2 plants here and I have some more in some other beds, and we are harvesting okra. It is so good. Let's see this tomato. This tomato, look at this. Ta-da! I've gotten 1 tomato off this plant, and then it's got 1 more there. Oh, look, and another up here. It's producing. This little baby was the last one I've planted. It was a late plant, and it has not fruited, but it's got some blossoms. My dill over there, I've harvested it once, and I'm ready to harvest again. And that's easy. I just hang it in my kitchen, like on a hook, and it dries, and then I put it in a jar. Parsley Sunflowers. My friend Madge the gardener on YouTube, sent me some seeds, and these are the sunflowers, and the white patty pans. Those are from Madge too. Nadapinos. We've harvested a few off of this plant. We really like the nadapinos. I don't like spicy food, and these things are great. And these plants are about to take off. There's blooms everywhere, and I've got that guy about ready to harvest. This is a Chinese 5-star. It has bloomed, but I don't see any fruit still. Well, maybe. I don't know if that's a bloom or a fruit. I don't know. Then over here I have 2. This is banana peppers, and it's got little peppers everywhere. And this is California Wonder bell pepper, and it's got my 1 little pepper on there, but it's getting big. It's pulling the plant over. So we'll see. Move on to this bed. This bed's popping. I've got basil, marigold, these 3 tomatoes. These first 2 are Barry's Crazy Cherry, and we're getting cherries off of these, or tomatoes off of these every day, and we love them. I will plant Barry's Crazy Cherry every year. The flavor is great. The quantity you get is great. We like them. Okra. God, look at this. 3 days of rain. That is so ready to be picked. I just picked some yesterday. Yesterday it was like that big. And look at these blooms. Is okra not just the prettiest thing ever? I don't even care for okra that much, but I will always grow okra. It's easy to grow. Look. I've had things attack it and eat it, and it doesn't care. It's just a poppin'. They're gorgeous. I love it. Easy to grow. Grow okra. If you want an ego boost in your garden, grow okra. Let's see. Oh, these sunflowers. Look, this one bloomed and is going to seed. I'm sure the birds will get it. I'm not going to do anything special to save it. If it lasts, my little chickies might get it. They're just now starting to get snacks. I plan on doing a video about my chicks. Okay, look at these ground cherries, y'all. This is sad. Look at that flea beetle damage. I finally quit. I was trying to keep them at bay and neem oil and DE, and like nothing really seemed to help. So I just kind of quit, but it doesn't matter. These things are, look, I think it's getting stressed. It's starting to, I don't know. But we're still getting ground cherries. Look at that. My kids love them. My husband loves to take them to work and show people because they don't know what they are. They're cool. We like ground cherries. I will forever grow these. I've got like 3 plants in here. I had to stake them up. They got a little crazy, but we love ground cherries. They're worth it. Italian oregano, lemon thyme over there. It's getting a little crowded out. Hopefully it'll make it. Oh, look. That might be my first eggplant, y'all. These eggplant blooms are really pretty too. Look at that. This eggplant's doing all right. Don't mess that's my mess. I'm gonna fill those and make some new planters, and it's a mess for now. This tomato, it's looking a little yellow, but I have a feeling it's from the 3 days of rain. I've had some pest damage too. They're little tiny caterpillars. I've just been out here hand picking them. But the TP, look, it's finally starting to get covered up. Keuka Melons here. There are no blooms, but they are growing. They are getting strong and big, and that's exciting. This pot has a Keuka melon in it as well, and a cucumber of some kind. I'm not sure at this point what it is. This cucumber has had a lot of pest damage. I think it was a grasshopper, a little baby grasshopper. I had a whole bunch that I was in here. Look at this, y'all. Look at this. What is this? I don't think it got pollinated properly. It's my first and only cucumber, and it's, I don't think it's good. The dogs might get to eat that one. And then this guy's gotten really big, growing right on up. But I have not seen any fruit on it either yet, so. Last bed, and we'll go back and look at tomatoes. So that's my peppermint. This purple basil has gotten big. I've harvested off of it once, needs harvested again. Oh, these are the same Chinese 5-star peppers. And I saw, there we go. There's a fruit, little tiny purple pepper. That right there is bee balm I've had for 2 years, and it still has not bloomed ever. Kajari melons. Look! Look! It's a Kajari melon. I'm so excited. There's another baby one up here, and there's a baby one down here. But that one pollinated, and it is growing, and I'm excited. I'll get 1 melon, if nothing else. Noodle beans. Noodle beans, noodle beans, noodle beans. This one I'm saving to let go to seed. This one is about ready to harvest. I just sent a bag of these home with my mom to cook. We like them. I like to throw them in fried potatoes. So far, that's my favorite. I fry some potatoes up, I chop them up, and I throw them in like halfway through or towards the end with some onion, and it's good. We like it. Cucumbers, look, these guys are big, and I actually have some fruit on them. There's one little guy in there, and down here you could see a few, but they're growing, and they look pretty good. Little bug damage, not bad. A couple more zucchini squash plants. This is where the vine borers are getting them in this bed. I don't know if it's just the bed or what, but we'll see. So far, so good. And then nasturtiums. And again, this is crimson spineless okra. Look at this. I'm so impressed with okra. If my family doesn't like it, they're gonna like it, because I'm gonna grow okra every year. Look, there's a little one back there. There we go. I guess I'm gonna take you guys back and we'll look at tomatoes next. Okie dokie, here we are at the tomatoes. My nearly full shaded tomatoes, and I'll tell you how it's going. Growing tomatoes in the shade. First, my marigolds that I planted from seed out here have finally started to bloom. There's some on that corner as well. I'll show you when we get down there. That's a purple basil. This is the Brad's Atomic. Somebody recently in a group asked about Brad's Atomic and if they're just wimpy small plants. And I kind of think maybe. This one for sure is small. It had one little bunch of fruit that all ripened and we've eaten, and it hasn't set anymore at this point, and it's tiny. But again, remember, I'm growing these in shade. Won't happen again, but this year they're in shade. So this is a pork chop or Dr. Witchy. I don't know. It has a few fruits on it. And it's so tall. It has not caved though and fallen over like some of my others. But here's the other Brad's Atomic. I had two. The wimpy one over here that's small, and then this one, which is big and grown, and I don't think it's just its style of tomato. It like grabs on, like see how it just bends, and it will vine, like it will grab things a little bit. It's kind of cool that it does that. But this one's got, look at this, it's got tomatoes weighing it down over here on the back side. I need to bring tape out and try to tape them a little better up, but that's the best I can do, I guess. This one is also, the Dr. Witchy and pork chops got mixed up. I don't have tags for either of them to know, so we'll find out. They look so similar in everything, it's hard to tell. This one is not pink brandywine, Cherokee purple. And we've harvested Cherokee purples off of this, a few of them, but they're so good and it fruits so nicely. This is another of the Berries Crazy Cherry that I have in the front. Look how big this plant has gotten, Lacey. Like it just keeps going. There's the end of it. And at this point, it's just hanging because I don't have another way to help it. So it's just flopping over and it's full of fruit. This one we've harvested one off of, and I'm pretty sure it's a Dr. Witchy. It was a light orange, and I know pork chop is like a dark orange. So I'm pretty sure that's what this is. And it has a lot of fruit on it. That one's a big one. Fruit. The shaded tomatoes, I'll tell you, it takes so long for the fruit to ripen and blush. And I'm sure it's growing in the shade. Lesson learned. Looks like this one's about to change. This is a Perone red tomato. Husky cherries. And then this one has never given us any fruit, and I don't know what it is. Looks like it's finally set a couple fruits up here now that I'm looking. But I mean, it's healthy, it's full, it's pretty. I've had a little bit of pest pressure back here, and I'm pretty sure it's caterpillars, not hornworms. These are little, and like the damage it does is little. But I've seen caterpillar poop in a lot of places, so I'm sure that's what it is, like caterpillar poop. So they're here, and I've pulled a few off. These particular caterpillars, what they're doing is like cocooning themselves in a leaf. Like I'll find a leaf that's folded over and I'll know there's a worm in there, and it does, it like cocoons itself. So I just pull the whole leaf and smash it. That's the best I could do for that. But here's pink brandywine, finally has a fruit. These are both pink brandywine, and they didn't do anything until now. I'm finally getting something, so that's exciting. Okay, everybody. That's it for my garden tour. My name is Allie. This is High Hopes Homestead. If you liked my garden, please think about subscribing. I could use all the subs that you can give me. I'm also going to be doing a video soon about my fear of birds and my new chickens. And maybe one about my worm farm coming up. So hopefully I'll see you soon. See you later.